Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor. So we are working our complete guide videos on this, and we actually are starting with the Raptor because we know a lot of you are interested in getting one of those. Even though we know that the production is going to be a limited run on this, I know a lot of people are excited just to get the information on it. And so we're going to do the Raptor first, but then we're going to work through the rest of the trims, XL, XLT, and the Lariat trim. So if you like videos like this, want us to get the complete information on exactly how you can order your Ford Ranger, these are the videos you need to watch. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can stay notified next time another video uploaded to the channel. So what we're going to do with these videos is we like to call them our complete guide videos, which means we cover all of the standard equipment, and I do mean all of the standard equipment. Then we'll cover some different options that are available as well, and maybe even talk about some other dealer installed options and such, in my opinion, on whether or not you should put those on your build or not. So these videos will help you out and give you all the good details, all the thorough details. I would say this is probably the most thorough video you're going to find on YouTube when it comes to the information of what's going to be on these vehicles from the factory. So we'll start with that. Also, if you're wanting to, we actually are probably full up. We're probably not going to be able to take any more Raptor orders. We have more than what we're probably going to get for allocations for 2024 model year. So I'm not going to, kind of sometimes on these videos I'll let you know, hey, we can order for you. The other models we can't order. We do a special offer on those, but on the Raptor, we're probably pretty full up. We already have about 10 to 15 people that are wanting a Ranger Raptor from us, and we will probably not get that many allocations in 2024 model year. So anyway, let's go ahead and dive in. Let's talk about some of the mechanical features first on this, and I do have some B-roll from Ford that I received that we'll get, so give you some of that information as we go through some of these mechanical features. And so for starting with the engine, does have the 3.0 liter EcoBoost V6 engine with the auto start stop, same engine you see in the Ford Bronco Raptor, which is made in the same plant, same platform. It's only expected really at this point that it's going to have that. So a really capable engine. So I think you'll really like that one. Does have electronic 10-speed automatic transmission as well. Fully boxed steel frame. It will be beefed up for the Raptor, more durable, so you can do more off-roading and take this and have a lot of fun with it and not worry about it. It does have independent front suspension with the Watts Link rear suspension on that. So I don't think we see that too often. Don't believe that is the same suspension in the rear that you see on the Bronco Raptor. So upgraded and a little bit different suspension system there. For your shocks, front and rear is going to have the Fox Racing shocks. Those are the 2.5-inch with the live valve technology. So these are the same as you see on the Bronco Raptor. So these are very capable shocks. So you can go off-road, as you can see with that image there. It does have the full-time 4x4. It does have the 4.27 rear axle with the front and rear lockers. So you'll have front and rear locking differentials, and you're going to get trail control with this. You'll also get the electronics power assist steering, and you're going to get skid plates. So there's going to be a front bash plate on this, and you're also going to get some skid plates underneath to protect the engine and such. So, of course, that would be expected on any off-road vehicle. So those are all the mechanical features. I do want to talk about a few safety features, and if you don't care about the safety features, a lot of these are the same as they are on some of the other vehicles, although I will kind of highlight a couple different ones. Actually, we're going to put those into another section here, but we're going to talk about mainly the safety features here, and a lot of these are the same safety features on all the different trim levels. So let's dive in and talk about those. And if you want to, there's timestamps down below. Feel free to move ahead to the exterior section if you want to kind of pass over the safety features. This will have for airbags, front and passenger or driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. You also have safety canopy side curtain airbag that's going to pull you down from the side of the vehicle to protect it from breaking glass and such. Now, don't forget, these do come in, of course, Super Crew 4x4 version only. This will have the latch system, the lower anchors and tethers for children, for those kids in the rear seat to be able to fasten those down to the back with those front or rear facing car seats. We have secure lock passive anti-theft system that helps so that only the coded key can start the vehicle. Perimeter anti-theft alarm, which means if somebody tries to get into it, open the doors and such and shake it, it's going to set the alarm off for you. Also, you do have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking, includes pedestrian detection, front collision warning, dynamic brake support. All those go into making sure that if there's someone going slower than you and you're coming up behind them, that it's gonna warn you and even help brake the vehicle. So this one does have some technologies that will brake the vehicle as well. And you get the lane keeping system that helps you keep you in your lane. So it does have a driver alert system that if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often, alerts you of that. You have an aid and alert system. You can work them together or separately. So the aid system will help actually aid you in keeping it in the lane. The alert system will let you go over the lane, but it'll vibrate the steering wheel if you start to leave your lane. Now, if you have both of those activated, it might still go over the line, bring you in, but it'll vibrate it when it gets to that line if you use both. Also, post-collision braking that brakes a vehicle. If you're maybe unconscious, forget to put it in park and that kind of thing, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't go wandering off into traffic any more than that. So there you go. Those are all the safety features that are included in about all of your Rangers, actually, not just the Raptor. So now let's get into some of the exterior features here. With the exterior features, first couple things I want to note and point out is that this will have the 360-degree camera. So we do see that on the Lariat trim, this one as well. So there'll be a camera on the front, the back, the side, under the mirrors, so you can see completely around the vehicle, and pretty dynamic on how you're going to be able to use that. Will come in very handy when you're going off-road. Also, this will have the Active Park Assist 2.0. So it will help you park the vehicle, whether it be parallel parking it, reverse perpendicular parking it, park out, all those different systems. You're going to be able to do that, and you can control that real easily. It steers the vehicle for you, and then you can control the gas and the brake on that. So that's pretty cool on how that works. Also, for the hood. So let me actually go to this image here so you can see the front of the vehicle. So here on the front of the vehicle, you will have on the hood, can't really see it. You actually can't see the vents. There are vents right up there on the hood there. So you will have hood vents for this vehicle. Bring in as much air as possible to help cool that vehicle off and make it perform at its peak when you're doing some off-roading like you're seeing on this particular image. The grill, unique front grill with the Ford branding on it. So the other trims will not have that, but nice big grill. The reason for the big grill, again, more air coming into the vehicle. You actually can see right in between the O and the R above it. You can see the 360 camera up there, the front camera up there on that one. It does have unique front bumper as well that's dedicated to the Raptor. So you'll have that on there. You will get front tow hooks up here. So right there, you can see that steel bash plate on the front right there, but you're going to have the front tow hooks, also open air in the lower fascia down here, that right under the bumper there. That allows, again, for more airflow into the vehicle. You will get front parking sensors. So there are sensors, hard to see in this image. You can see one of them under the fog light there in the bumper, but there are going to be sensors on the front. So it'll have front parking sensors on it. LED projector headlights. So those LEDs will project out. LEDs so much brighter, and a lot of people like the LED headlights. So then we have LEDs, automatic headlights as well. It means they'll come on automatically when it gets dark, shut off when it gets light, when you have your headlights in the auto setting. Also, daytime running lights. So you can configure those to be on. You can configure them to be off, whatever you want. You can have daytime running lights on if you want to. Also, wiper activated headlights, which means when your wipers are on, the headlights will come on, even if it's during the daytime. They'll come on for you as well. And you also get auto high beams, part of the Copilot 360 features. So auto high beams, a lot like your automatic headlights when it's really dark outside. Turn those high beams on. If you're in the city lights or if somebody approaches you, it'll automatically turn them off. Now, that is something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. So also you'll see LED fog lights as well down here too. So you'll have full LEDs there on the front of the vehicle, LED signature lighting as well with a C-clamp there. That's actually not in the order guide, but as you can see, it's in the images there. Also get rain sensing wipers is included with the Raptor. So those wipers, you have in one of those intermittent settings, and you have the rain sensing wipers activated. Again, in your wiper section of your vehicle settings screen, it'll automatically turn the wipers on when it starts to rain. Rains a little bit faster, it's going to wipe a little bit, or rains a little harder, it's going to wipe a little faster. Now, let's go around to the side over here. Side image here. This one actually, I think, has the upgraded wheel. So the standard wheel will be a unique 17-inch gray painted alloy wheel. It is a little different than the optional wheel that you're seeing in there. That's we'll talk about that when we get to optional equipment. And then also you're going to get the 33-inch all-terrain tires, so you can go do some serious off-roading. So that's going to be the size. 33 inch is a pretty good size tire for a mid-sized truck like this. Tire pressure monitoring system will also be included for your brakes. Analog braking system is also going to be included. And then look at the fender flares. So it does have a dedicated fender flare for the Raptor with the marker on the front, probably a marker on the back as well. You do have a fender vent as well. Fenders are going to be look a little different too on the vehicle, as well as the rear fenders is going to also give you that nice look to it for that. Also, you're going to get side steps on there. Try to see if I don't know if I have any media images of those, but similar to the Raptor boards that you see on the Bronco as well as your F-150. Your mirrors, side view mirrors over here, will have, of course, not only the camera under each of those mirrors, you're going to also get power folding feature for those mirrors, power glass with the heat feature on the mirror, turn signal indicator on the outside. You can kind of see it there on the side of the mirror there. Also, security approach lamp that's going to light the ground beside the vehicle when you approach it. You get close enough, unlock the vehicle, it's going to put those down there. Also, you'll have body colored painted skull caps as well on the top part of that above where that light is. So there you go. It's all the features on that. Plus, you'll get the Bliss. That's a blind spot information system with cross traffic alert. So the way that works, if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror unless it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. Also, it'll control the blind spot of the trailer. So if you have a trailer back there, it's going to do the blind spot of the trailer as well when you have that set up in your settings. You want to make sure you do that. Also, cross traffic alert. If you're backing up, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to put a light in the mirror. Sensor that you need, like little tones and everything. As you're backing up, it'll alert you and say you do not want to do that. Productivity screen as well. The instrument cluster will actually show you that there's someone coming behind you. And I think on the rear view camera mirror, I know it does this on some of the others. It'll actually show an arrow of which direction they're coming from and going to. So, which is pretty cool. I actually think that is one of my favorite technology features. Body colored mirror or door handles, or body color painted door handles, I should say, right there. So you'll have that. Also, you'll get intelligent access, which means leave that key fob in your pocket, walk up, put your hands in the door handle, unlock the vehicle so you get in and out. Press the ridges on the outside when you're to lock the vehicle. Keep in mind, you do not want your hand in the door handle when you press the button. So you'll want to make sure you just, like press it with your finger on the outside, something like that. I've had a lot of people say it doesn't work. It's not locking the vehicle. Well, you have your hands inside the door handle, so it's confused. So you want to make sure you do that. Also, it does have remote start as well for it. So key fob enabled in there, so you can remote start the vehicle if you're close on proximity. We'll talk about later how another way you can remote start the vehicle if you want to using the FordPass app. For your fuel tank, you will have an easy fuel capless filler door, so you just don't have a cap to worry about leaving behind, getting your hands dirty, anything like that. Just open that outer door, just put the nozzle in. 18-gallon fuel tank, and it comes with all of your Rangers. Of course, the flared out pickup box rear fenders, as I mentioned back here. And then your exhaust. Let's move around to the next rear image. You'll see dual rear exit exhaust. That looks really cool on the Raptor. You do get LED up here on the back of the cab. We'll go back up to there. You get LED center high mounted stoplight with the cargo lamp as well. That should be LED on there. You do get power sliding rear window, rear defrost, privacy glass on the rear glass as well. And then you will do for your taillights. They are a unique LED taillights on this, so look distinct to the Raptor. Looks really cool. Trying to keep that C-clamp design there on the back. You do get rear parking. Have a camera in the back under the Ford emblem back here. You also get actually you can see the cameras coming down on the tailgate. So it's up there on the tailgate handle. So that's pretty cool. Also, you do get the reverse brake assist, and you get reverse parking sensors too. So that way going forward and going back, you're going to get alerted. And the reverse brake assist means if you're backing up, it's going to alert you there's someone back there. But if you don't pay attention and you don't stop, it's going to stop the vehicle. Have that on my truck, and it works. It will break the vehicle. Also, unique rear bumper as well back here, dedicated to the Raptor. And you will get tow hooks on the back as well. So They should be frame mounted. There you go. They're right between the exhaust and the bumper there. So you'll have 2 of those back there. Also, you'll notice the hitch. It does have the trailer tow package as standard equipment. So we'll have a class 4 receiver hitch, 4-pin and 7-pin wiring is included. Also gets the advanced towing package, which means you also get the trailer brake controller, you get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist, and the reverse parking aid with the trailer guidance, where you can see along that trailer as you're backing it up. So pretty cool technologies that has come to the Ranger for the first time. That's going to be included in the Ranger and also in the Raptor. Forgot to mention the nice Raptor badging on the tailgate back there. It looks pretty sharp. Love the look of the tailgate on this. Also, spare tire you can see actually is underneath. Full-size spare back there. Your jack's going to be in behind the rear seat. I think some of it's actually in the under seat storage. But your jack itself should be behind the rear seat of the vehicle. Oh, almost forgot. You do have remote tailgate lock. So you can lock the tailgate locks along with your doors. Should be unlocked the same way. And then inside the bed, when you lower it, something new for this year as well is a dampening tailgate. So when you release that, it's gonna have some struts on that so that it comes down, it doesn't bang down, and you have to hold it, which is nice to have that. Inside, you'll have 6 tie down tow hooks inside the vehicle. 2 of those will probably on the tailgate itself, having the tie down like we see in the Maverick as well as the F-150 now. Also inside, included standard equipment on the Raptor is a 400-watt in-bed power inverter, so you can plug that in. You can power things up to 400 watts there. You also get LED bed lighting and zone lighting. So hopefully I have an image for that to give you guys. Zone lighting, nice having that. You can have, it's 4 different lighting, front, rear, and both sides. You can turn them all on, or you can turn just one side on or another. If you're at a campsite, you don't want that campsite next to you have those headlights, at you. You just want the side one so you can see at your campsite. You can turn on just that one. You can do it inside on the screen, or you can do it with your app, which is very convenient. I have that on my truck as well. Now, moving inside. Let's see if I get some images here. There we go. Now, interior, we have carpet flooring with all-weather mats, is standard included with the Raptor. You'll have ambient lighting in here as well. You'll notice the seats. They are kind of a nice upgraded Raptor style seat there with some suede leather as well. I love the nice red accents there with the Raptor on the backrest. Looks real cool there. Also, you have a 10-way power adjustable driver seat, including power lumbar, driver memory as well for at least 2 drivers, probably 3. 8-way power passenger adjustable seat with the power lumbar, heated front seats as well, and flow-through console with a leather-wrapped shifter knob as well on the console there. And then you will get the seat back will have map pockets for the driver's side as well. I can't see it in this image. Rear seat does have the leather trimmed in the back as well on those 2 outbound seats, and armrests in the middle for that. And you do get under seat storage. Hopefully showing you a clip of that right now too. We do have power locks, power unlock and lock, of course, power windows, of course, power for the front and the rear windows. One touch up and down for the driver and front passenger windows, which means one touch means you just hard press it down and they're going to go down. You don't have to hold it. So that is up and down just for the front windows. Rear windows, you'd have to hold those down. So, and then give you another image here. So try to click on the rest of these with this image here. Love the accents here. You can see the red accents on around the vents. I love the design on those vents as well. Those 4 vents across the dash. Steering wheel would be a manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, leather wrapped. You'll see it does have the red spot in the middle at the top, Raptor on the bottom of the steering wheel, red stitching on the leather wrapped steering wheel as well. Heated steering wheel also included here with this. You do get adaptive cruise control with stop and go and speed sign recognition system. So adaptive cruise control, if you're going, set that cruise, someone's going slower than you, it'll slow you down to go their speed until it's safe for you to resume. Also, will bring it to complete stop if it needs to do that in that type of traffic, and recognizes the speed sign. So if you have your cruise set and you have that tolerance of, 5 over or something like that, and that speed changes, it'll slow you down to go 5 over the current speed, which is pretty cool to have. You will see through the steering wheel a 12-inch digital instrument cluster. So from screen, the whole side is just digital the whole way in that screen in there, which is pretty cool. Push button start also is going to be located just to the right of the steering wheel. I believe, actually, it may not be located there. It's my assumption there, and I don't see it here on this image. Try to get you. I'd assume it's going to be right there, just to the right of the steering column. Dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger have two different temperatures. You'll be able to control that with the knobs down there on the instrument cluster or center stack screen, I should say. You'll get B&O audio sound system from Bang & Olufsen with HD radio, 10 speakers, including subwoofer, Sirius XM satellite radio. I believe it comes with 3 months service for free, and then you have to sign up for subscription. It'll have the Sync 4A with the 12-inch digital center stack screen, the enhanced voice recognition system and entertainment system. So a lot more intuitive and such. You can do a lot more with that. You will have connected built-in navigation. 3 years of service is included. Apple Inc. 911 assist as well. That'll help you call 911 if you're in an accident with that connected phone in there. Also, Android, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, since it's Sync 4, should have the wireless connection. So Android Auto, so you don't have to connect to use it, which is a pretty cool feature. You also get Ford Pass Connect with the 4G Wi-Fi hotspots. Also, Ford Pass Connect allows you to stay connected to the vehicle, so you can remote start the vehicle from anywhere, schedule remote start times, which is really nice, locate your vehicle, unlock and lock your vehicle. You can even hit your horns as well. So pretty cool features with that. One of the most used apps, and that app is free. No subscription for that app. Just download it in your Apple Store or your Google Play Store, and you connect your vehicle to that. Pretty cool features to have there. Also, above, I don't have any images of that, but you do have the upfitter switches. I'll show you an image here so you can see that. 6 upfitter switches on the overhead console. Rear view mirror has auto dimming feature as well. Means it's going to automatically dim it if those cars come up behind you with those bright lights. The visors, driver and passenger will have illuminated covered mirrors on the visor as well. Universal garage door opener will be on the driver's side visor, so you can program different transmitters to that. Usually there's 3 buttons for that. Garage doors, gates, that kind of thing that use transmitters. Do have a glove box that is locking. Pretty cool there. And then you do have located in different places in here, you do have a PowerPoint, USB ports, the type A and C. Looks like it's down in that media hub area, which is in front of the shifter. Also, wireless charging pad, which looks like it is down in there as well, like it is in the Maverick. And you do have an outlet as well. So not sure where the outlet's located on that. It could be behind the console. Not sure. More than likely it is. Also does have, I didn't mention this, but it does have the different drive modes as well. So like GOAT modes for the Bronco, but they don't call it GOAT modes. You also have different modes as well, which that does not mention on the order guide, but should have different modes like, normal mode. You have a Baja mode that comes along with that. Some, mud rut mode, that kind of thing. So you can go off-road, do some off-road four-wheeling and such. It does have trail control. And I didn't mention earlier, trail control is like cruise control for the trail. So you can set that for 0 to 19. It takes care of all accelerating and braking, so you can just worry about the steering of the vehicle. So, which is pretty cool to have. So that's all of our standard features. Although I mentioned in the safety, Super Crew standard equipment, 5-foot box on this as well. 4x4 is the only configuration for this, of course. That's also standard equipment too. So now we've covered all of our standard equipment. So let's get into some of the different options, which there aren't a lot of options for the Raptor. It comes pretty loaded. As you can tell, looking at the order guide, pretty much you get all of the Lariat features included on the Raptor. So they don't make 2 levels of the Raptor like they do in the F-150. It's pretty much, here it is. This is Raptor. It's going to include basically all of your Lariat features on that. At that price, I think that's pretty good, because I was waiting to see, hey, you know what, at $56,000, what are we getting? Do you have to go up to another package to get a bunch of these other features, and now it makes it $60,000? No, these are all included, which is really awesome to have on there. Now let's go ahead and cover some of the optional equipment. So freestanding options, we do have the engine block heater. And so if cold weather state, you want to be able to keep that warm, you leave your vehicle outside. Engine block heater is something you might want to add to your vehicle. That is optional. Front license plate bracket. Now in states that require front license plate, that's standard equipment. It'll be included. The dealer will install it for you. If you're in a state like Kansas where it's optional, or you don't need the front tag in your state, then it's optional equipment. And so you'll want to have that on there if you want a front tag, and the dealership will install it for free of charge when it comes in. Also, the optional wheel, like we saw earlier on here, I believe that's the optional wheel we are seeing there. Let's go back to that. So that is the forged B-lock capable wheel. That's what they call it in here. That is option 64S. That is optional, and it looks like the decal over here on the side too. The Raptor decal is optional as well. I don't know if it just comes with the Raptor on the side or if there's one on the hood. I assume there's one on the hood. That is optional equipment. So you want to make sure if you want that decal, you want to make sure you order that as optional equipment. Now, some dealer installed options that are available. And these dealer installed options means that the factory basically will send them to the dealership, and the dealership will install it when the vehicle gets there. And all these are things that can be added to your vehicle later. The dealer would charge you to install them, but most of these aren't too much. One of them is a cargo management rails. So I assume it's going to be similar to what's on the Maverick. So there is a rail system that goes on the side of the bed, and there's a D hook that can slide in there. I'm assuming, and I probably shouldn't assume that, but I think that's what that is the cargo management rails. So we're seeing some combinations of what you see on the Maverick that were introduced last year and the year before being introduced in the Ranger, as well as things from the F-150. So it's a nice position because it gets some of those nice features in both, or coming from both different models. Also, the wheel lock kit as well. So that allows you to basically take one of the bolts from your lug nuts, I should say, and replaces it with a locking one, so people can't steal those beautiful, nice rims that you have. Also, spare tire lock. So you can also put a lock on that spare tire so people cannot put that. Now, the reason I say this is because we noticed in the F-150, actually did a video on 7 things you won't see in your F-150 for 23. We're seeing now, it looks like it's being rolled out on this. So on your spare tire, let me go to that image back here, see if I can get an image of that. Go right here. So in here, there's probably a place for you to, lower your spare tire down. We noticed on the F-150 that is no longer is a lock covering that. So anybody could take that and lower that down. Now there's an option for that. So you want to make sure you add that option for the spare tire lock, so that you have that, so people cannot do that and get into that without the key. So, which will come with the vehicle. So, all right. So going back, let's talk about a couple other options here. And the Ford accessories. Now, on these options here, there are a couple of these that probably won't hold up your build, but some of them will. And let's talk about which ones will and will not. So Ford accessories, these would be put on your vehicle at the factory. First one is a security code keyless entry keypad. It'll be body colored, that will go on the vehicle. So more than likely, I keep going back to that. I should just stay there. More than likely, it'll be here right there on the above the door handle, I assume, since it's going to be body colored. That's where it'll be located, like it is on the Bronco. So you can do a keypad entry to be able to get in your vehicle if you want to leave the keys inside, something like that. You can get that as well. Splash guards, mud flaps for the front and rear. That would probably hold up your build. I'm just telling you, I'm being brutally honest here. If you want to get yours quicker, then leave that off your build. On these Raptors, probably won't make a difference like it will be on the other trims, but that is something we've noticed on some of the other vehicles. Their capacity on that usually is about 5 to 10% on these. So I would probably leave that off. Have the dealership install those for you, or install them yourself. They will be available through Ford Accessories. A couple other things that could slow up your build, and that is 2 different bed liners. You can have a spray-in bed liner. It's a tough bed spray-in liner that would be done at the factory. And then there's also the drop-in bed liner as well. So you can get a couple different options there. Again, I would wait to do bed liners at your dealer or aftermarket. So there's a lot of spraying companies out there, a lot of bigger cities. Most dealerships are doing that. We do them here. We do a lifetime warranty on ours, but I would do it that way. Drop-in liners would be available through Ford Accessories as well. So there you go. That's all of them. That's all of those the optional features. Again, not a lot of options there for you. One things I haven't covered yet, and I don't have images on all these, but let's talk about some of the colors. And I'm probably gonna have to pull up my glasses for this one. So I try to. All my other sheets are really big, so I can see them, but these are not. So all right. So let's talk about colors on the Raptor. that are available. We have Azure Gray Metallic Tricoat. So that's probably going to cost $1,000 extra for that color. That is, we see that on the Bronco now. We see Cactus Gray as well. Carbonized Gray Metallic is available. And those Cactus Gray, Carbonized Gray will probably not be an extra cost color. Hot Pepper Red Metallic Tinted Clear Coat, probably be $500 for that option. Iconic Silver will not be a no-cost color. Oxford White, Shadow Black, both of those would not cost extra. Also Velocity Blue Metallic, which probably would not cost extra. And, drum roll, it's called Shelter Green Metallic, which is probably what we're seeing right here, is also available for this year. So for this, so that's a new color for this year. So that color is also available. So those are your color options for you for the 2024 Ford Ranger Raptor. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. That covers everything, all the standard equipment, all the different options available. And hopefully, yeah, so that covers everything. Pretty easy to do here on the Raptor, about everything standard on this. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash that like button. Also, if you have any questions, don't forget we're here for you. Pop them down in the comments. We do answer questions on our YouTube channel very frequently, so we can get you some answers if you have any of that. If you want to get more, if you have more questions on this, come over to our live stream every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Central here on our YouTube channel. We do a live stream where we take questions live. We keep you updated on what scheduling information is, dealer news updates, any commodity constraints, different things like that. Ford news comes out. We cover all those things. We cover recalls, a lot of those different things. We usually have a topic of the night, but we also take your questions live on the live stream. So if you have any questions, you can drop in, ask us that as well. If you think it's going to be a detailed question, then you could do that and drop those in the chat. And we love interacting with you on Tuesday night. So, which brings me to, don't forget you're subscribed to the channel. You have that notification turned on as well. And hopefully you did like the video. If you did, smash the like button. I really appreciate it. And I think that's all I have for this video. Hopefully you have your order in with a dealer to get an early Bronco Raptor. Most dealerships are going to get one at the start. We don't exactly know after that. Q4, they're supposed to give us information on what our extra allocations are, but every dealer is going to get one. So hopefully you're first at your dealer. If you're not first, probably be 24 calendar year before you're going to probably be able to, have one. You can go ahead and place that order with your dealer, but until a dealer has a second allocation, then yours probably won't be looked at for scheduling. Just so you know that Raptors are allocated differently. They're manually allocated. Dealer has to have an allocation to have your order looked at, and just having that order placed on the first day isn't going to work. The dealer has to have an allocation for that to be scheduled for production. So keep in mind that as well. So anyway, other than that, I think we're done here. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.